This is Epidemic 006, and you are now tuned in to the Casual Fighter Podcast.
Check it out now. Third strike, yo. Yo, check it out now. Third strike, yo.
Welcome to the Casual Fighter Podcast, episode 23. Am I right? 23?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. What is it? 26? Is that right? Is that right? 56? 56?
Oh. Yeah.
It's in Spanish.
Oh, man.
Spanish.
My Spanish ain't that great.
It's Spanish.
I can't remember. I think.
Hey, you got that all day, brother.
It's Espanol. No, I don't. I ain't that
no, I
Spanish.
don't.
Yep. I'm only 1%. 1%.
It's 23. 23.
I was right.
Okay.
I was fucking right then.
Yeah.
All right,
I knew
anyway.
20 was 20.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
I knew 50 was 22 because what was the movie with Paul Rudd and what's her fucking name that they broke up because of that bullshit?
You talking about
cursing the
role model? Was it role models? I think.
Was it role models? Yeah, it was role models. Yeah. So yeah, role models. Yeah, that's why I remember that vividly. I can count all the way to 20 essentially. In fact.
Yep, it was role models. Yep, because of him and Stifler.
Yeah, exactly.
That man is like Eric Foreman. You have no real name. You are not Topher Grace. You are not Sean William Scott. You are Eric Foreman,
exactly.
Stifler.
Exactly. That's forever your name for some dumbass reason. I don't understand it, but it's funny because I do remember your name, Sean William Scott, because the fucking mixtape were the fucking EP from Zero Beat, the Wonderful Rose EP by Zero Beat, featuring yours truly on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
We got a song on there where I'm not on the mic, but Sean William Scott is on the mic. So,
Got a fucking dart in your neck.
That's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I like you.
I like you.
But you're crazy.
I feel tired.
I feel tired.
I'm crying. Holy shit.
I feel tired.
I feel tired.
Is this okay? Is it okay?
He's like,
That's one of the greatest Will Ferrell scenes of all time.
All time, dog.
All time, bro.
All time, bro. Old school. If you don't know what that movie is, you need to go watch it. It's fucking comedy, bro. It's comedy as fuck. But anyway, let's go on and get into it. First topic we're gonna get into the new trailer from Ramon. Chico.
Latin America. First y'all got Robert Garcia, now y'all got
Reza Ramon.
Hey, you know they happy to have Ramon back.
Y'all got Rob Garb.
Right. Yeah. So actually educate me on this because where's Ramon? How early did Ramon come in? I feel like it's
2000.
2000. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
he's been around a little minute.
He's been around a little minute. Interesting enough, though, in KOF All Stars, I was like, where I get a lot of my data from now, like remembering characters, because there's a lot of characters in his entire series. He's not in that shit. I don't think. I definitely don't have his character. If he is,
I know I don't. So you might be right. Because
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he's been around since I really want to say 2000.
Right, but I'm like, why is your character not in this game? I don't remember you. Now, because of that, and that, things would have clicked if I remember, because I really haven't played 2000 like that. I don't play a lot. Like, I played a few KOF games, but not like crazy. You know what I mean?
I got all of them except 12.
Because they're like
impacts.
Oh my god, you even got the maximum impact.
I had those.
I remember when we was playing them over at Aaron's old house.
I don't remember that. I don't want to remember that. I call those maximum crap pack for a reason.
I'm not a fan. But yeah, man, no, like I said, man, this game is really shaping up. I can
maximum crap pack. Okay.
Oh my god! But no, I really can't wait till this game comes out, man. Oh my god, this game like.
Oh, speaking of that, it's got not a release date, but a release.
But a release window. So
Yeah.
quarter one, 2022. So
On
essentially,
everything.
on everything except Switch, because fuck Switch, because fuck Nintendo. Y'all know how I feel about Nintendo.
And
Only
if
thing
you
I do
don't
with my-
know, now you know.
I can't say that word yet. Well, Bishop can. You know he will.
Do we even do the intros yet, dog? Like, I mean,
They know who the fuck we are. Okay, right. Anyway, speaking of which, we didn't forget the intros, man. As you know, my name is Hello JB3, your friend of the neighborhood bellboy. To the right of me on the screen, if you're watching this on the video, you got my boy Zero Beat,
What's up, y'all?
and then you got Epidemic Phase right next to him.
What's good?
And then last but not least, you got the King of Ignis, JBJR.
this
The
what's up,
producer.
world?
All right, we are in here, and we're gonna run this back again. Run it back.
Run it back.
Run it back. Anyway, yeah, no, like the character looks pretty cool, man. I like
he
the
does.
design. I like the
Yeah,
design.
his redesign was probably one of the best things to happen to him because
Yeah,
he didn't look bad before 14, but now he got some flavor to him.
Yeah, he do.
Right.
He stands out more than he used to.
His
so he got
sweat,
flavor.
his
Put
sweat,
that
he
flavor
drink.
in
He
here.
got he got sauce now. Dude got sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
And I've always liked his level 3 because just slamming
Yeah.
someone's face in the dirt,
Yeah.
that looked like it kind of hurt.
Yeah, I like that little pose he be hitting.
Oh, yeah,
He's like, oh man,
they gotta
that's it.
fix these gigantic hands though, man.
Nah, man, let that rock. You know, man, all fighting games have big ass
Right.
hands, bro.
Well, I
Hands or
know
feet,
Street
whichever
Fighter
one.
does it for a reason because they're like, we need you to see where these hits gonna land.
Well,
That's what
KOF is
for.
KOF is doing it right now too, man. Like,
Yeah.
man.
It just looks awkward in the light. It don't look bad during gameplay. It just looks weird during these intro scenes where like people's hands are bigger than their heads.
I will say that about Vanessa. Oh my god,
Her hand
hands.
looks like 5 people.
bruh. Like it's just a bad angle, dog. It's like
Yeah.
Okay. That's just what we're going to do. That's just the disrespect we're just going with. Today.
oh man, my man Ken is going in today, man. We got him wound up.
7
ready.
minutes in,
Man,
just disrespect.
I had a quake before all of this while I was playing Stride before all of this. So I got some energy to burn.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Oh man, we'll get to talking about a little bit about Stride stuff, man. 'Cause I need to know your opinions on it because I haven't started yet. I really have not started yet. It's going to be kind of one of those things where I haven't gotten to that story, but man, yeah. Oh, I say, man, we got the quarter one 2022 coming out, man. I'm really excited about it. I know you guys are excited.
Yeah,
I'm ready to play some KOF.
ready to play with my favorite characters in the game. Characters.
Yeah, multiple. I mean, motherfucker, this man's like came back. Oh man,
Kang.
Yeah.
Leona, Kang.
Oh man,
yeah, no, you
it's
ready?
like a present.
I get a present if they bring back the American sports team for the lulz. Do it for
I
the lulz.
I honestly think they should quickly make sure they bring them back because, like, how often do we see them?
They ain't been around since '98,
There you
but
go.
canonically they have. There's a official artwork for 2000, which is why I know Ramon's in 2000 because it's him moonsaulting on Heavy D, and that's canonically how they lost the preliminaries. Didn't get in the tournament.
Damn.
And that's not counting the years where they invitation straight up got stolen from them.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
And I
do
think the
remember
new
that.
face team, aka the Orochi team, just said, "You don't get this, we get this," and just stole their invitation. I know
That shit was
someone stole their invitation, so I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, y'all be disrespecting these dudes.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Forrest Gump. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, man. So there's another topic that I kind of want to really get into. I find it very interesting as a somewhat of a techie. Clearly, I'm taking trying to get this stream up and running, but no, this is not the 2PC stream that I've been hoping to get together. Fortunately, we had some very technical difficulties. That's why we're running late today. Okay, Rob, calm down. Anyway, We go ahead and go back to my bookmarks here. Yeah, man. So people are really been talking about about this PC tournaments thing. I can't remember exactly what was the person that kind of started the whole thing back up, but it's kind of been ongoing the past like
few days,
week. Yeah, dude.
I know the last few days, especially though.
Especially, it just keeps popping up like just bad weed. Just keeps popping back up. Like, and I'm not talking about bad weeds. I said bad weed. Singular. Also means plural. Anyway. Yeah, man. Everybody's like, man, this is what it takes to do PC tournaments and how much it costs. And there's a bunch of debates. I know Turo, aka Saban, aka NYC Furby. I don't know who that is. This man said, like, gonna do what I can do. Gonna do what I can to push the PC FGC situation forward and actually test an offline scenario with a bunch of different controllers and games and try to push it forward at a smaller scale. I have the knowledge and expertise to do it. I just need to test and ask questions and retest. And of course, if I do get it figured out, it's normal to expect higher costs of operation to get all that running. If you want a 4-frame difference with 144 hertz monitors, it does take a lot of work and troubleshooting to pull off. But I'm sick of hearing it can't be done. I'm like, that's admirable, but yes, that's the big thing. Like these TOs and all these people that they're gonna probably end up having to hire
that
or
sounds
learn
like
themselves.
A nightmare. Like I'm not trying to hate on it. Like I like the idea as a premise, but that sounds like a logistical nightmare for these TOs.
Man, taking the words out of my mouth. Like I just imagine the shit that I have to go through in order to put on these casual fighter tournaments.
Bruh,
that's just online tournaments. Imagine I have to go to an event to run this shit. Like, offline event to run this shit.
Since you've actually done this though, how do you personally feel about trying to organize this? Like, doing what you do, how would you feel about trying to do it from a PC?
I would fucking hate it. Because the big thing is like trying to get so many all these like actual gaming stations up and running. See, here's the thing. The reason why like stuff like LAN parties and all that kind of shit works because you don't have to plug anything into it. That's the big problem. That's the big issue that we're having here. It's drivers. It's all about drivers. All about computer drivers. Clearly, it's about computer drivers. I can't get the fucking PC to fucking work, and I got the audio issue happening with that. Where all of a sudden now my capture card is not receiving any audio off this HDMI cable, which is stupid as hell to me. I got it working last night, just perfectly fine. I could have actually streamed and test last night before I went to sleep, but I went to sleep because I'm a good boy. Even though it was 2 a.m. But it wasn't 3 a.m. because I could have said Big Apple, and I almost wanted to make that joke. I didn't make that joke.
3 a.m.
All right.
Shout out to
Turtles trying to bring out the Ninja Turtles.
Yes, I did. Of course I did. But anyway, it's a nightmare, dude. Like just trying to get all those drivers. It's drivers, man. It's just trying to get all the drivers and the BIOS, all that shit to work. BIOS for your motherboard, drivers for everything else, and it's really drivers for the sticks because everybody's gonna be trying to play when they stick, and then even getting the drivers just to get a freaking DS4 to work. Like,
dude, I've had problems with that. So that's why, like I was saying, like this, I like the idea,
of course,
but like. Logistically, this sounds like a terrible time. Sans, you're gonna have a bad time. It's too much to keep up with. And like you say about the drivers, your situation today proves how big a hassle that is.
Man, dude, I can't stress it enough. I'm telling you.
I mean, they gotta have
go ahead.
They gotta have a really good setup, and it needs to be like prepared well ahead of time.
Yeah,
and then say for example, like a week or two before the actual event starts, they're gonna have to check for drivers for that anyway. And then if it doesn't resolve, what's the backup plan?
Actually, that's a good question. What is the backup plan
Exactly.
if this doesn't work as it's intended to? Like, has anyone discussed that? Because, like, you kind of got to have a backup plan at that point. Because anything can happen with these computers where you turn it on, and it's all working fine. You turn it back on, nothing's working at all.
Hey, I got a solution. Just use console, man.
Damn.
He ain't wrong, though.
Damn.
I get it, but just use console.
Bruh, like,
It's
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's
hoops you don't.
Ain't nobody said it's like here's the thing, like this is what I disagree with Arturo, man. Like, bruh, nobody saying it can't be done. It's just the logistics behind it is what makes it annoying and a hassle to deal with. Why people avoid it. It's easier to avoid something that causes that many problems that has that many red flags. In comparison, is saying, "Oh, like I just want to prove that it can be done." I'm like, man, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, if that's
on your own accord.
You got the money for it? Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Make it happen then.
Oh, yeah. But my thing is, do you want some problems or a lot of problems?
I mean, because the main thing I'm looking at is like, good luck with you about to get hacked like a motherfucker. So, because you think that's not gonna happen on a PC only? Fucking what,
bruh? If it happened to Max on the fucking the MKX Lives tournament,
imagine, man, just imagine.
And
motherfuckers was getting DDoS. Motherfuckers in that tournament were getting DDoS. We have assholes too, bro. Like, I can, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell it. You can't have the computers not be connected to the internet. I'm sorry. So unfortunately, the computers had to be connected to the internet because in case they got to download those drivers automatically from the internet anyway. That's what takes another long time for that shit to work. Like, I remember actually going to like when I was going to my locals a few times, like the Ignite, had my boy Stefan there, and Stefan always plays with stick. Like the first time we had to get that going though, nightmare. Why? Because it had to download the drivers for his stick. Took about 20 minutes out of the time. We could have played like at least 3 sets. So like we could have played the full first of 3 set in that 20-minute span, like straight up, like
that's rough, dude.
Bruh, getting drivers it's too much, man. Just imagine that every single time that you gotta play a match. It's just
because everyone's got different sticks.
Exactly.
Right.
Everybody got Razer or Victrix or they got Obsidians and shit. It's like, come on, dude. I can't.
So much to keep track of.
Exactly, man.
Right, and I understand that PC play is like very good and streamlined as far as connections concerned. Because I know a lot of big people do play on PC because of that very reason. Like my man Rick, shout out to Rick. But the main thing is having a PC, and like you're saying, everything about the logistics of it is just literally a Pandora's box waiting to be open.
Well, that's a good way to put it, because like you don't know what's gonna happen with this, because there's too many unknown variables.
Too many. It's way too many. You say, like you said, drivers, the BIOS, the different equipment, the different computers everyone's gonna be using. Everyone ain't gonna be on the same system.
Exactly. It's not gonna be the same exact system unless you're like, I need. This is how you set up a PC tournament, bruh. You literally, and you gotta have this planned out ahead. You gotta have every single stick, like possible, like every single like stick brand possible. If you can manage it, if it's that universal, which I know it ain't, but I'm just saying, let me spitball here. You gotta have every single stick driver on like available on that PC, and hopefully, and you gotta have them connected to a heavy ass fucking great internet system, great ISP, and great like LAN system. You gotta have like, I don't know. Let's count how many PCs you're gonna have that the exact model, exact motherboard, exact everything.
Driver, fan, all that stuff, hard drives.
All you might be running on SSDs most likely because this is the future.
Yeah.
We're in 2021. SSDs is thing.
Yes.
I have to do that.
So yeah, man, I'm expecting like if you're trying to run like a tournament on the level of hell, I would say heck, if you want to do it on a big local, like actual NOBC or actual Wednesday night fights in the arenas, right?
Sounds problematic.
Bruh. Like just imagine how much work they had to do in order to get the Street Fighter League to work. Just
like I commend the idea though. Like I'm not gonna hate on the idea of playing.
Nobody's hating the idea. That's the thing.
In theory, it works. In theory, it works, but execution wise, no.
And in theory, it sounds like that's where it should go. Because like one, I'm tired of my PS4 with like the input delay and like the throttling.
And PS5 like, got the same.
Does it really?
Yes.
Wow,
like,
Sony, please
so what
stop.
does it cap out? So what does it cap out at now? Like how?
It's interesting. Like it's just some of the stuff that they boasted as far as like certain games. Like certain games load faster because of that SSD, but input lag.
It's still there. It's still there.
If not a frame or two worse.
Yeah, especially playing a fighting game. Still like PS4 fighting games.
Yeah, I get that. Like that's a good reason to want to do this on PC, but does that outweigh all the other problems you're gonna have? I don't think it does yet, unless there's a way to streamline this process.
Exactly.
Like you got to streamline this somehow, and until there's a real good way to do that, I don't think it's worth it. Not yet.
Not yet.
You got to have a lot of money in the same hardware. Same hardware. You can't have like nothing different. It has to be all this, like all the same computers, drivers.
Like
logistically, wants to deal with that.
Exactly. I'm logistically looking at a TO. They're like, bruh, at least 80,000 minimum.
Bruh, like that's minimum. What I'm saying. Like, what TO wants to do that?
Who gonna fund
minimum? And this is a tweet. That's why I have had on the screen for the longest. How to get your TO to quit. Here's a quote tweet from Samurai saying, fighting games on PC is the future. Sure, buddy, but how to get your TO to quit?
I mean, yeah. Dude, that's facts, though. That's gigantor. Man, I can't even make up words for how big a fact that is. Because I quit.
Yeah, man.
All of us would quit. Like you can have all four of us on that, and even if we had the money and the time, I'd still quit because it's just not worth it.
We're gonna do this one time,
bruh. It'd be the worst one time I ever did an event. I'd be like,
I swear it would. I swear it would.
Dog. So like, Arliath here, man. Follow him on Twitter, man. You should follow him. He's a real smart chap. I actually had a chance at dinner with him when I was at dinner with like a bunch of group people over at Capcom Cup in 2019. So here we go. He said there's a breakpoint for PC tournaments where it becomes impossible to manage without serious administration chops, and FGC tournaments by and large do not have the budget for hiring a sysadmin responsible for configuring, hardening, and deploying full system images. Just like we just got done saying that. We literally just got done saying all of that in that one sentence.
Yeah.
Anyway, along with the network config, I just got done saying that too. Live support of the client machines, said that already. Maintaining a repo of all possible device.
Hey, you're gonna actually need a server for that too.
Dude, yes,
it's too much.
Servers.
It's too much. It's too much.
Oh my God.
You're gonna have servers, hosts, access points just for the LAN itself. So
I can't. I'm like, it can be done. You got $80,000 a minimum, minimum
over $100,000.
It's gonna balloon. I'm telling you, son. It's gonna balloon, bruh.
Who's gonna fund it?
Get out of hand. Like you gonna try to set this up. You gonna have 3 out of 10 computers. Let's just minimize that. 3 out of 10 gonna be like working fine. Then the whole rest gonna have one individual problem each. and you can't fix it.
I would expect so many punk tweets. Man, this video trash. I'm like, bruh, yeah, you're right. Because they try to do PC only. No shit. It's not the way. Anyway, let me keep reading. And also making sure that the USB ports available to players are on the same bus. Because sometimes you will get two players using the exact same hardware, and there is a non-zero chance that the system will flip you off because it can't differentiate between the two devices. Console tournament organizers the better administration features made available to them, but by and large, the surface is smaller and less likely to get fucked. Okay, but if the tournament had PC sponsors, they can afford an admin. This is a chicken and egg problem that is probably best solved with a sponsor literally supplying their own trade admin as part of the sponsorship package, or the TOs having a PC savvy admin on staff that contributes towards a community maintained repo and set of base images to work off of. And if I hear, if I hear someone say grant admin rights to the PC to handle driver issues one more time, I'm going to Kazuya them. That's it, throw them off the goddamn cliff. I agree. 160 million %. God damn it. PC tournaments are not the goddamn future for me right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's not the wave.
It's a lot of preparation because we can
lot of money. Way too much money. All day.
Oh, yeah.
Just me by myself on the block, holding it down. Get on my waist, straight face. Ain't nobody write me. It was early. Woke up, went back to sleep, took a nap. Ready to go night night? I said, you ready to go? No, I was saying. Anyway, man, so that's my rant on that. Well, not really a rant, man. It's just a concern that I don't know. It's gonna keep popping up. I have a feeling we might even talk about this on next episode. It's gonna be like somebody's like thought of something new. It's gonna keep snowballing and getting stuff together. But that's what we feel. That's what I feel about PC tournaments. It sounds like this. There you go. There you go. I just think it's way too much money, and you're going to probably bankrupt the FGC because, like, imagine somebody actually pulling this off, and this just becomes like the requested standard.
What it costs.
Who will survive at the end of this? It's just going to be you, yourself, and you, and the FGC dies as a result of it. That's like me thinking almost realistically, a little dramatic, but pretty realistically.
I get it though, because like ain't no one made of money like that. Not to set up stuff like that, especially on a scale that they be trying to do this for.
That's the problem. Exactly. The moment that the FGC gets finally start saying like, man, we need to figure out ways and accept the fact that motherfuckers are trying to give us money to get this shit rolling, so they can just let them put their ass on shit. I don't give a fuck anymore because we need the money. Once they got understanding a way to do that to where they don't feel like they're being, they're not grassroots anymore, they're not selling out anymore and shit like that. Then that's a big deal. Exactly. But like once you guys kind of get over that hump or kind of have like a bit of a, because there's a way to kind of have that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like kind of like an agreement, like a middle ground to where you don't feel like you're selling out. But once you guys get over that hump, and it's smooth selling from there, because man, all the money's gonna roll in, we can do this shit. And we can do it.
I've noticed there's this big we did this ourselves kind of attitude. Like we built this up ourselves, and like, yeah, you got to get to a point where y'all letting the money flow through like that, because you need support from somewhere.
Bro, somebody's gonna have to pay for something. Somebody's gonna give you money for something, bro. Money's not gonna come out of fucking thin air or come out of our pockets. Look, like we pull all. If the entire FGC pull all together their pockets, still not gonna be enough. Not for something like this, to where every single event or in local no demand can be able to win up to the standard. Ain't happening. We need sponsors, bro. So until we get that shit, then why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this?
It's real.
That's a good point. Yeah, why is this a thing?
Why is this a thing?
Why'd this come up?
Probably just something to talk about.
That's fine. Yeah, man, we still in pandemic. Remember that. So we need shit to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
This is true.
It gives us shit. It gives us shit in this podcast to talk about.
it's a good topic. It's a good topic, but
It's a good topic, but it's like we know what the answer is right now.
Yeah, at least right now we know what the answer is.
Exactly. So yeah, man. Like I said, like you said, Ember, we can go all day with this. But
for sure.
yeah, man. But yeah, let me go ahead and switch the gears here. There is something that I do want to kind of get off my chest a little bit, man.
Speak on it.
Cause y'all know I got respect for this dude. Every time we randomly chop it up in person, it's cool. Every time I go in the stream, it's cool, dude. Every time we come to the Tay stream or anybody else stream that we in there, you know, it's all mad cool right there. But so a while back, let me go ahead and get into the story. A while back, there's a player by the name of Rushdown. Really good player. If I remember correctly, plays Urin. He had made a list. This is like maybe a month or two ago. I think I'd say about a couple months ago. He made a list about like if you know he was gonna do like an invitational. These are the people that he wanted in this invitational, and these are the people that he will want like to commentate everything. He put Rob TV in the commentary hosting section because, as you know, Rob was hot coming off the hosting of Street Fighter League. And Rob felt some kind of way about that because it's like, bruh, I'm a competitor first. This is what I do is I play competitive Street Fighter. That's what I am. That's what I do. It's because I got these other shit going on. Doesn't mean I can't fucking body motherfuckers. Essentially, that's what he said. Mm-hmm. Right? So, you know, he felt some kind of way about it, but he ain't really making like a big, like, you know, Rob is Hollywood. You know, Rob is gonna Hollywood this shit up. You know, that's how he is. That's how them Ohio motherfuckers are. It's like, but like, yeah, dude, like the whole thing was like, bruh, like I do love like playing the game. That's simple as that. So fast forward, Rob gets into Intel. We're open. Actually gets through the open qualifiers. Like on winter side too. He really did his work. And he also, I say about maybe a week or two later, I think it was about literally a week later, maybe 2 weeks later. Just like when we talked about this last episode, did not drop a single game against anyone in CPT Midwest. Didn't drop a game with anybody, right? So not only was did he qualify for Intel, which, you know, prize for that, they got a $250,000 prize pool for that. And then you got Capcom Cup, which, you know, is usually about $250 to $500K. Almost $500,000. You know what I'm saying? That's usually what the ranges are out. So you got those two. He's qualified for both. Intel comes to him one day and says, L, we like you as not only as a competitor, but we also like you as a host and like you as a commentator. You want to come in and commentate for Intel for the regions. Mm-hmm. And Rob said, yeah. Well, know why? Because he gets a free trip to Poland. Keep that in mind. It's a free trip to Poland. All right. And he gets paid to do that job.
Well, he's getting money regardless.
Yep. He's getting money.
That's tight.
So, right. So, Rushdown comes in and he makes this tweet that says, essentially along the lines of, it ain't kind of funny how Rob how Rob turns down competing in Intel and said go for a commentator gig, but when I said like he should be a commentator in like this little invitation that I hypothetically put together, or like since it was for Red Bull or whatever, this is what I would envision Red Bull to be like. Like everybody got on my case about it. Ain't that kind of funny? Like, so So that started the whole thing. I saw the tweet right when he made it. Somebody had liked it. One of my friends on there that I follow did like it because I don't follow Rushdown on Twitter, but I see his tweets a lot because everybody responds or likes his tweets or retweets his tweets. Because he's an entertaining dude on Twitter, like not even gonna front. But I saw that tweet and I was like, this is gonna start a shit show. Rob is gonna say something later. I already know I was gonna go down. I'm real tempted to be like, bro. Almost because I actually sometimes will actually respond to my DMs. Like when I actually send them out. So he'll respond to my DMs. I'm real tempted. I was like tempted to be like, bro. Like, look, there was something said about you. All I'm gonna say is do not respond to it. It's not worth it. You're doing your thing. You are way ahead of where everybody else wants to be. Don't even worry about it. But he saw the tweet. He went the fuck off. He went back and forth when we were down on that shit. And there was a few other people that a few other big name players that also kind of had something to say about it. And Rob was like, yeah, fuck you too, basically. Mm-hmm. And Rushdown blocked him because Rob kept going the fuck off on him.
Damn.
Yeah. But that's pretty much the story, man. In my opinion, though, this is why he has this video. Rob has this video now that he just put up 4 hours ago, like 4 hours ago, literally. Playing versus casting and hosting, which is better in esports. I'm sorry to say this, man, but let's look at the facts. What I just say that Rob ended up getting out of the Intel thing, and he's still qualified for Capcom Cup, mind you. He's still going to Capcom Cup, still going to play in Capcom Cup, still going to compete. But would you rather risk getting your paper? If you rather risk stacking your paper in multiple fashions by playing in a tournament, or do you risk, or do you get guaranteed income and a free trip outside the country, all expenses paid? Man. I mean, do I have to?
I feel like people aren't looking at it like that, and that's the problem.
That really is the problem.
I agree.
It's just so that's why I'm sorry, bro, but it's not like Rush Hour was hating his ass off, bro. He's mad as fuck about that.
He's salty to.
He's salty to me. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Lowry's.
Man, a fellow FGCer, if you work with, you see they got an opportunity like that, man. Just give them their stars. You know what I'm saying?
Let them handle it on their own.
Let them shine right quick. They got decisions to make if they got that type of offer on the table like that. So whatever they decide, that's on them.
Exactly.
The moral that I have about this, in my opinion, like the moral that I have about it completely is think before you speak. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You don't know why people are doing certain things they want to do. You don't know, your opinion is really fucking irrelevant. That's something that I learned a few years back. Shout out to my boy Rockwell Knuckles. Y'all know who the fuck Rockwell Knuckles is. You need to get on that shit. JBJR knows who the fuck Rockwell Knuckles is. I'm pretty sure Epidemic knows who Rockwell Knuckles is, but that's something that he personally taught me.
Shout out to the homie.
Bruh, you don't have to fucking yell your opinion out. Ironically saying this on the podcast. You don't have to put your opinion out there like that. It's not, sometimes this shit just not that. So your opinion is irrelevant. It really is. It don't really matter like that. So the fact that you had the gall to be like, ain't it funny that he played it? Why do you care? Why do you care so much?
Because you got
is something bothering you? Are you upset about something? Why are you getting mad that he's getting a free trip and he's still able to compete in something else that pays him he could end up winning just the same amount, if not more?
Because it ain't him.
Because it ain't you.
Because he feels slighted. You can do this, but you can't do that.
You're like, you got mad. You got mad because you think I slighted you. Bro, no, just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And that's the thing. It doesn't mean anything.
It don't mean shit. Y'all young kids need to fucking understand this shit. Yes, I am 34. I'm calling y'all young kids. I know y'all ain't got 20s. Y'all still ain't got 20s, bro. We up there.
35 myself.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got time for stuff like that.
Hey, we don't.
Really don't.
We don't. So like, you know, Rob later had to post like a whole like fucking apology video saying like, man, I ain't gonna let no more negativity get to me. I'm like, bruh.
Shouldn't have to do that.
Agree. You just said have to do that though. I get it, but man,
you shouldn't have gone that far.
Exactly. Cause it was a non-ass fucking started ass guy. I was like, bruh,
could have just let that go.
Like I would have been like, this ain't even worth your time, bruh. He's just salty that he ain't you. Don't even worry about it.
I wouldn't, man. Yeah, I don't know what people minds be where they post certain things. So, like James, like Bellboy said, think before you speak. That's what I think.
That's so important, though.
That's so valuable. Like, especially when you online, you got a hefty presence too. Anything.
Just looking into the FGC, man, it's just like every time I just notice it, dog. I notice it so much. I notice it from people that are our age in the FGC. They do it so often. I'm like, bro, who the fuck raised y'all motherfuckers?
I get it. Everyone want to feel like what they say means something, but it's that kind of thing where you got to step back and look at what you're saying, why you're saying it, who you saying it to. Like, you got to step back and look at all that stuff before you just start spouting off at the mouth, because then you're going to wind up looking real silly. Like this, and one, if you absolutely have to say something, there's ways to say things in a way where it don't come off no kind of way. You don't.
It ain't passive.
Yeah, passive. Yeah, you keep going.
It ain't passive aggressive. Because y'all motherfuckers be passive. I be passive aggressive. Let's talk about it. Y'all know I be passive aggressive sometimes. Be like, bro, I gotta chill out on that. I need to be like, bro, this is bothering me, dog, and this is why. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, like if you come at someone on like a certain level with a certain, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but if you just say things a certain way to people, one, you minimize conflict. Cause like, but then you gotta think, was this necessary to say in the first place?
Right.
Because sometimes, even if you can say something in a way where no one's gonna be like, what? You still don't have to say it.
No, because I mean, it's all about using tact. Just it's all about tact at the end of the day, man. Like, it's knowing when and how to address a situation. So yeah, you may feel some kind of way, but that doesn't mean you have to verbalize them. Mom's the word sometimes. Just learn how to shut the fuck up sometimes. Because because literally, if you don't, you're gonna keep on talking yourself into a corner. You're gonna look like an asshole. And no one, and I've said this 1,000 times, not on here, but I'm just saying life, no one likes dealing with an asshole.
I've heard you say that so many times, and the bad thing is you have to keep saying it. Because, like, you shouldn't. Like, people should get that point by now. No one likes that. No one wants to deal with that.
It's humans, man. It's humans.
You right. You
it's
right.
Humanity, man. That's how humanity is, man.
You right.
It is what it is. Just gotta learn to live with it.
That's
so we gotta learn to live with these dumbass motherfuckers too. So that's why we talked about it on the podcast and whatever. Anyway, man, I had to get that off my chest, man. I'll be having episodes where I had to get shit off my chest, and this is definitely one of them. But man, I was just looking back at it like, bro, man, I ain't even had to do all of that, man. This man,
facts.
Like, yes, like he's definitely competitive first, but man, we getting a free trip outside the country, and you get paid to just talk about fighting games.
Yeah, I think that's really part of the problem. You should have looked at that angle. Why didn't you look at that angle? It was 90 degrees.
It was the right angle. It was the right angle.
You had to see that.
Like, sometimes it's just not worth it, man. It's not. You ain't gotta do this.
Don't do it to yourself.
You ain't gotta do this.
Don't
you gotta be like this. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. You don't necessarily have to have an opinion about somebody, making sure they take care of their livelihood. If you like you come at somebody's livelihood, you gotta be willing to like get hit.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, you can have an opinion, just keep it to yourself. If you just gotta feel some kind of way,
if it's actually detrimenting you,
that's different.
It's something that you love as a whole, then that's different. But
that's different.
In this case, this isn't detriment nobody.
No,
at all.
This aids one side heavily.
Matter of fact, somebody got an opportunity because he gave up his spot. So they ain't detriment to no one. Sean got a chance of playing that motherfucker because of that. Like Sean even took my spot because he had a better and it wasn't a Rob chose him either. He actually ends up having a better like overall like record on that. So I'm sorry, man. It's just what's you don't have to say shit
at all.
Left that alone.
Not this time.
So like
not this time.
Oh my God. It's like a lot of people in the FGC. I'm like, bro, this is me as a young guy in so many different ways. There's some times where I still make these mistakes.
Everyone does,
I look at, of course. But I look at it and I look back at it. I'm like, bruh. I look back at it and laugh. I'm like, bro, y'all some dumbasses, bro. It wasn't even called for it. It wasn't even called for it.
Like, I hate cases where it's like this didn't have to happen.
Bro, man, whatever. It is what it is. Anybody got anything else?
Play Guilty Gear Strive. It's fun.
Okay, so yeah. Let's actually get into that before we get into the last topic here. Play Guilty Gear Strive. It's fun. Sure. I have not played it yet. I haven't either. Honestly, I haven't. Be straight up honest with you. I have not even gotten really into I haven't been able to play a fighting game in a while.
It seems so like
busy with work. It has been like I'll be watching Twitch. Be like, bruh, let's go. And also, I've been trying to do the workout thing. As soon as I get home from the movies, I'm working out, then I'm going to bed. Bruh, it's gonna be hard because, man, all I'm gonna say is I'm going there. I'm gonna gorge a little bit, but not too crazy. Just get something small enough that where I feel satisfied but not full.
You got it. I know you can do it because little history past when you were a certain size. I'm gonna just say that.
Bruh, Ever, how much you weigh?
I'm 180 now.
Bruh, where was I around that time in like 2008?
You was like around that. You was around that size, but I was a little. I weigh a little less than you. But
you always gonna weigh a little less than me. Yeah. Your metabolism is ridiculous.
Yeah, I put on some pounds though during the pandemic.
Nigga, where?
Exercising at home.
He said what?
Nigga, where? What you talking about?
The skill set's different.
Shit.
Water weight, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely water weight.
Yeah, you can piss that out, like, cause nigga, I'm like,
fighting my weight on the podcast. Dang, y'all know my weight now.
No. See, right now, the last time I weighed myself was like 2 weeks ago, and it was 280. Well, actually, it's funny. So, like, right before I started the actual workouts, like full time on like last Saturday, the scale said 285, but the day before that said 280. So I was like,
you gotta be careful when you step on the scale because that all determines what you're gonna see. Like I heard it's best don't eat nothing, don't drink nothing, get on as soon as you wake up.
That's right.
That's what I do, and that's when I knew it was like 280 because I was like, yep, it's 280.
Yeah,
it's 280 because of that.
MFA, it really didn't add on top of that. I'm gonna piggyback off you, Ken. It really, the other thing, like use the bathroom first.
Yeah, that's
use
smart.
The bathroom.
That's smart.
Yeah, use the bathroom first. That way you voided your bowels. You don't got nothing in your system, and then that way you can get a true assessment where you at.
Yeah.
And I guess we can go ahead and call this section the Fit GC, not the FGC. The Fit GC. But anyway, like talking more about that. It's interesting you say that because I do that. It's all like you're like, okay, I woke up, I haven't eaten anything. I'm like, I'm time to clean out the system. I clean out my system, right? And to go step on the scale would be like, see how this thing is. This is like way back though, and I'm like, okay. The mug said like what $2.89 before I went to bed. I'm like, cool. I go to the crapper, come back out, step on the scale. That shit said 285 after I crapped. I'm like,
what?
Nobody's weird.
What?
So, what I would
Nobody's
recommend, have y'all ever used psyllium husk fiber?
No,
Not powder, the fiber. And so,
no.
It's basically
Drops or something?
No, so y'all know what Metamucil is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's essentially that.
Okay.
But it's actual fiber though. So you can buy it. So I bought it like a bag of it for about $15 on Amazon. Eric used to get it from this one guy, but we found it for way cheaper and we've just been using that. It works real good. So what you do is like I would say like you're supposed to take it like 2-3 times a day, but just to kind of get yourself started, I would say like take like a tablespoon of that in like a glass of oranges. It's at least like 10 ounces. Stir it up, drink the whole thing there, and then go to sleep. Then wake up in the morning. We got to use the bathroom, taking them too. Then it's gonna start pulling stuff out. So you're supposed to
it's cleaning you out,
right? So you know what I'm saying. So it's just so I would say, it's something thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Got to get all that.
Excess waste out. Yeah.
So you make sure you you do like a thing like you're supposed to do it at least twice a day, but like I said, and you got the powder and you got the fiber. You want to get the fiber, not the powder.
Right.
So it's
Yeah. So teaching.
So yeah, I'll shoot it to you, man, after the show and stuff like that, like where I got it from Amazon, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm definitely doing it. So basically, my plan though is to. Like it's 75 days because that's essentially September 15th. That'll lead up to September 15th, which I will be going out of the country for the first time ever.
Hey, it's a beautiful
I still don't count Canada as leaving the country. I'm sorry, I don't. I just don't because it's like
Jimmy.
Exactly. It's like right.
Canada Dry.
Yo, wait a minute.
Canada Dry. No.
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. Oh man. All right. So anyway, though,
nigga, that's hilarious.
That is fucking amazing. But yeah, essentially, like my whole thing is for these 75 days. I started last Saturday. Basically, work out 5 times a week. I know it's a lot. I mean, big fella and kind of really starting this out, but I'm like, no, man, I gotta shock my body, shock your body into a different system. I can't remember the fucking Static Shock lyrics. But anyway, I put a shock to your system. There it is.
Yep,
anyway,
that's it.
So essentially, that's what I'm telling my body to do, and I'm working out 5 days a week, and essentially it's just 15 to 20 minute workouts, all hit. That's what I essentially did last time.
Okay.
Like when I got hella skinny, because what was I, around that time I was like 245 and dropped all the way down to like 180, 185, dog.
Sounds like I did back in the day.
Yeah. So, man, I got pictures of me hella small, bro.
We both do.
Dude, you lost.
Yes, man, Ken, bro. Yeah. Ken was like,
I was like 160 at one point.
Bruh, my man
I was big smooth.
Hey, B3, bro. Hey, B3, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was with 95, dog.
I remember, yeah. Yo, dreadhead days. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Dude,
no, I had my haircut, though. I ain't got my haircut at this point in time. So this is like 2000.
This is a picture of me and him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Darrell. And like we all, because Darrell ain't never gonna weigh a certain amount. But like me and Bishop was like real small at the time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I had oversized clothes because the shit had literally got too big for me. Like I'm not even bullshit.
And that ain't that. We bought like the 2000s like big ass white tees back in the day.
Oh my God.
He's talking about that shit was too big. Honestly, I feel like my shirts are now getting big, but no, that's what I'm essentially gonna do. I'm not gonna weigh myself until 30 days in, and then see where I'm at. But yeah, essentially that's what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the month. Like I said, I have one more workout this week that I can finally rest. And look on the graceful universe. Thanos. Anyway.
Wow.
And then, yeah, man, just I need to freaking just do it. Just knock it out. Every day it seems like I'm kind of pushing myself harder though.
That's
And
what's up.
like it's like a subconscious thing too, man. Because like I like you go on if you like we're checking the tweets, the fleets, and it's so weird to say that the fleets and the IG stories, bro. The sweat keeps dripping like day by day. Like day one, it was like okay, I'm sweating a little bit. Day two is like okay, this is getting there. Day three is like wow,
Drowning.
That's getting noticeable.
Yeah.
Day four was like,
Man, got rained on.
bro, like I know people were probably like, bro, what are you putting on? Like, man, you know, you just splash your face with water, dog, with a water bottle. I'm like, man, this is real.
Oh, man, he ain't about that.
It's real.
It's that body water.
It's that body water. That's what that is. So yeah, man, I'm definitely trying to get back on that. I'm hoping my CEO. Well, that's another quick thing. I'm glad we're doing still in quick hits with this last one. So, guess what got announced, man? Red Bull Kumite, right? Red Bull Kumite got announced.
Yeah.
It is in Vegas in November.
Oh my.
November 13th and 14th at Caesar's Palace.
This year?
This year.
Oh, damn.
And I'm pretty sure they have an LCQ. So, I know they're trying to, like, a part of me was like trying to see if they get this right because the other Red Bull Kumite was actually, closed. There was no spectators or anything. I feel like since they putting this mug in Vegas and they got LCQ registration coming up, they trying to get people to come. I might take that trip because I have so much time off. So if you're watching, the moment they be like, okay, LCQ, fucking, I'm gonna try to compete just because I can go to LCQ and just hang out with everybody. That might be the first event I go back to because it was CEO. Because I'm already registered for CEO, so I will be going to CEO in Florida. But man, it might be Vegas. I had to go.
Las Vegas.
I was like, what? So man, just imagine my traveling table starting in September because we also, we gotta me and Bishop are going to our boy Aaron's wedding. So like that 1st of September, and then 2 weeks later, I'll be going out of the country. I come back in October, I rest, and 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be going to Red Bull Gourmet Day. And then coming back, and then going home for Thanksgiving, then coming back.
Well, this man's busy.
Yeah, they going to motherfucking CEO, then coming back, then going back home for Christmas. Oh my God.
That packed schedule.
Man, I'm using all my PTO up. I can't wait. But yeah, I was just getting that off there. Red Bull Kumite is coming back. They got the LCQ registration gonna be starting up very shortly. And yeah, man, Caesar's Palace, November 13th and 14th. I will try to be there. So I want to be there. I kind of hope like I try to improve my play so I can be able to be like, I don't go 0-2 in LCQ. I go like 2-2 or 1-2 or 2-2. I'll be happy with 2-2. If I go 1-2, I'll be like, at least I got a game, but no, I'm trying to 2-2. So I'll be like, cool. And then I can relax. Unless I, did like I almost did in the first open qualifier where I went fucking 4-2 and was like, I was almost beating some motherfuckers I had no business beating. Bro, I was like going off against seasoned veteran masters and shit, and like almost putting people to the wire, scaring motherfuckers. I beat a couple of diamonds. Like, man, I'm out of here, bruh. Trying to feeling myself that weekend, that day, that Thursday. I was like, I don't know what it was. It was the sleep, or it was focus and not playing for a while. Yeah, well, hopefully I can recreate that again going forward too, legitimately, like just beating folks. No breaks, no buys. Anyway, Yeah, man. Anyway, we're gonna get back into the last topic. Appreciate the spill off, and I appreciate you guys like working with me while I like shit's been fucked up. But yeah, man, it's time to go into some extra stuff. It's time to get into the second part of this nice little series that we got going on, man. But it is an ongoing series that we have been appreciative every freaking bye week. It has been happening. This is Hood Lore. Let's talk about this shit. The Tekken edition. The name of God.
Is that an intro?
He has a different intro like every single week. It'd be some kind of random ass song intro, but I'll be like, huh? Like, what is that?
What?
What?
Y'all gonna get these hot bars. So chocolate, nigga. All right, so let's go ahead and get this shit started. All right. All right. So we did the story of Tekken 1 and covered a little bit about kind of the backstory of the tournament itself, it being funded by Mishima Zaibatsu, and how basically the whole Tekken storyline is basically one of the greatest father-son dramas ever. It's essentially Japanese King of the Hill in so many words, well, a bunch of fighting in it. Because right now we have Cotton Hill, aka Heihachi, and Hank Hill, aka Kazuya. It's so many words. It's pretty much Cotton versus Hank as of right now.
I forgot that he called the motherfuckers out.
So
I forgot about that myself.
I did not forget. We were covering this. So.
Nice.
So
It's like my mind remembered, but like my heart was like I wasn't ready.
So
in the video. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I could have. I don't want to interrupt.
Oh gosh. All right, so let me go ahead and finish it up real quick. So we got through basically Cotton and Hank fighting each other. And Hank won with the power of propane on the side, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, you know, he said, "Hey, I'm about to do you the same way you did me, nigga." Which is, hey, I'm going to just oops you off a cliff because you just oops me off a cliff when I was a kid for I don't know what reason at the time. We'll get into that later on because there's definitely a reason behind all this shit, even though it was an asshole move. Still, it will cover that when we get further into the other games. But regardless, though, so Kazuya, like I said, tossed his father off a cliff, and he took over the Mishima Zaibatsu, which is the canon ending for Tekken 1's Kazuya ending. So now we're at the point where it's going to be another King of the Iron Fist tournament, which that's the actual true name of it, or Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Because it means Iron Fist. So the King of Iron Fist tournament, the second one, is being held by Hank Hill. Now, I said in the last episode that Tekken 1 is going to be probably the nicest Hank Hill is ever going to be in this story. And I meant that. So, we're getting to, like I said, Tekken 2, Kazuya Hank, just know, same motherfucker. Kazuya's running shit, but he's running shit pretty much with an iron fist. Pun intended. And not intended, but it happened. So, around this time, so 2 years passed since Kazuya just oops his dad off a cliff and took over shit, you know what I'm saying? And Kazuya took over shit and shit became, you know, more powerful, more ruthless. And now Mishima Zaibatsu is really more of a real global thing now. Kind of thanks to Kazuya. It went from being a countrywide thing to now a global wide presence, you know what I'm saying? And so at this point, you know, Kazuya just turns into the shadows and he just go into the night. He just go into the shadows. But it's hella rumors about his power, like what he been doing these last 2 years, and solely it was like, oh, and this nigga got some kind of a dark side, which is foreshadowing, especially for this story. So, like I said, it's a 2-year delay, and so next thing you know, you get news that second tournament is going to happen, and the prize money they had last time, which was a fortune, is going to be like way more this time, like at least 1,000 times, like 1,000-fold. You know what I'm saying? So, So what we realize is at the beginning of Tekken 2, as the intro shows, a nigga pulled himself up off a cliff in the rain, pissed. His name is Cotton Hill, Cotton Mishima. Cotton Mishima is pissed. He said, "I have killed 50 men." You hear me? He would not take me down so easily, which he in this story, he would not be taken down easily at all. This is a theme, okay? Throughout his father survived a bunch of shit. So basically, Cotton Hill said, you know what? I'm not gonna say the words because we're in 2021, but I'll say this: he said a lot of slurs against against a certain race of people because he was very upset because he's kind of stupid. Hey, I was just going to leave it at that. If you watch King of the Hill, yes! I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going. A bunch of slurs were said.
When the King of Ignorance says that he's not going to say something ignorant, that means that shit ignorant.
Oh yeah. Because I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm just going to leave it at that. So. I love my Asian brothers and sisters. I stand for y'all. Fuck with y'all. So Cotton be Cotton, but he said, you know what? I'm taking my shit back over. Fuck this. And so pretty much the same motherfuckers from last time in it. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And so the story pretty much flips at this point. So you got how it was Kazuya was the hero and Heihachi was the villain. Technically now Heihachi is the hero and Kazuya is the villain.
I know Fleet would love that shit.
So basically you find out it's a whole bunch of supernatural shit happening. It gets supernatural real fast because you find out Kazuya has a dark side. Like legitimately, like the rumors are actually kind of true. There was actual influence behind all this shit because he literally has a devil and an angel on his shoulder fighting for his soul. Literally. How does that happen, mind you? You'll find out. Stay tuned. Next episodes, we'll get to it. What we do know is things he got a chance to control it or got a chance to quote unquote banish it because of help of his love of the love of his life at the time, a woman named Jun Kazama. And Jun Kazama is a conservationalist. She's basically the same as Michelle Chang. You know what I'm saying? They fight for the same cause, just on different levels, but they pretty much fight for the same thing. At the same time, it's another backstory going on because not only does Jun fight for conservationalists and gets cool with Kazuya because they known each other, apparently, per them. We're going by the Tekken anime movie now at this point. So now, just to give it some depth, you know what I'm saying? You also find out that there's a dude that's a super cop, aka Jackie Chan, aka Lei Wulong, is the building. He's actually trying to figure out, hey, what the fuck going on with this Mishima Zaibatsu? This is some corrupt shit. I'm here to take this shit down. I'm here to take it out from the inside. So we got that story going on as well. So, which, you know, you find out that Heihachi ends up winning. He beats Kazuya's ass because, nigga, you ain't gonna do the same thing I did to you, and you not gonna get your ass, and you think I'm gonna be cool with that? I threw you off a cliff for a reason. You threw me off a cliff because you was mad, little nigga. There's a difference here. There's a clear difference here, and y'all know. So basically, at this time, after he gets beat and knocked out, Heihachi, it says, "Hey, I'm not going to throw you into a ravine or a cliff this time. I'm going to one up it in the most fucked up fashion possible. I'm going to have my people take me on a helicopter with your knocked out body." And take you directly to a volcano. Not just a volcano, an active volcano. And guess what? And from the helicopter, not from a cliff, from the fucking sky, nigga.
Bro, let me tell you how absurd.
From the
Go ahead.
So from the sky, so you with nothing surrounded but air, heat, and bullshit. So you know. And he dropped dead center in a fucking active volcano, and Cotton Hill flies off into the night like, bitch, I won. I got my shit back. Story over. Finn, or is it? Stay tuned. So he literally oopsed his son legitimately. He oopsed his son into a volcano. Not off of, he went from throwing his 8-year-old son off of a fucking cliff and gave him a permanent scar in his chest, Sagat style, to throwing him into a volcano because he said, "Nah, something ain't right with you, little nigga. See, your mom was on that bullshit back in the day. I knew that, so I'm gonna have to throw you in this volcano." Which he's kind of not wrong, but we're gonna get more into that in later stories. But we do know he said this little nigga on some bullshit. I seen some shit. He seen some Conjuring level shit happen. Okay, now if you seen some Conjuring level shit happening to your son who want revenge on you, and that's okay, what are you gonna do at that point? He gotta go. He tossed a nigga with a crushed velvet suit, nigga, into a. Do you know how much a suit like that from King
Chico? Hey, he ain't wrong though.
Okay. I'm quit. But that's pretty much what happened. Really, the story don't really give a fuck about no one else outside of Kazuya, Cotton Hill. Oh, I'm sorry. So June is the Peggy Hill of the situation. I'm sorry. She's the Peggy Hill of this whole situation. I just thought about that.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
She's Peggy Hill.
Oh my God, she is absolutely.
Because that made me think of another character that's related to all of them and who they are. I ain't gonna say nothing, but that made me think about something. I'm like, nah, that's messed.
So Peggy.
All I'm gonna say is, damn it, Bobby.
I'll do a little Peggy Kazama.
Peggy
Kazama somehow got Evil Hank to smash.
Hey man, it's Joe, man. I'm sorry, dog.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Look,
he's
still human. I don't blame the boy.
Look, I'm gonna say this: the nigga is crispy now. Okay, he got tossed into an active fucking volcano. Okay?
Wow.
But again, it's 7 main stories to this shit. So stay tuned, and that is Hood Lore.
Oh man. Can we talk about though real quick about the Kangs?
Oh, so you want to talk about the Kang? So you want to talk about the Luchador extremists? Great. Okay,
Bruh.
so
Extremists.
this man is the most extreme. This man is the most extreme. What's the word I want to use? Philanthropist I've ever seen outside of Yoshimitsu, dog. All right, so King is Mexican, all right? So shout out to my Latino community. He's a luchador. He's probably the greatest luchador in probably video game history. Gotta be King, hands down. You know what I'm saying? So, and
He knows
he's
every
not
fucking move I can think of in wrestling, dog.
and he's not,
I mean, he really does.
and he's not like a Rey Mysterio. No, he's like a straight up like for real heavyweight, like for like a WWE heavyweight. You're not saying Rey Mysterio because he's WWE, but I'm talking about like a for real, like a Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock type nigga. Like he's that good. And so King is basically, let's say he runs an orphanage and to help and he's also a luchador wrestler, but at the same time he's a broke luchador wrestler. And so that's the main reason he got in the Tekken tournament. And then at the same time, he also had a rival in the wrestling circuit that he was in, named Armor King, which basically is probably one of his original training partners for all we know, but they pretty much have the same mask and have the same identity. So it's his rival, but it's his homeboy, but it's also his rival. It's basically he's Ryu and Armor King is Ken in this extent, in so many words. Like they basically help each other. You know what I'm saying? So It become great. So even though Armor King do some asshole shit, that's still his homeboy, because in Tekken 1, they fought, but in Tekken 2, King is kind of destitute, and King is kind of, like I said, he's on the bottle, he's an alcoholic, and he kind of gave up because he's like, damn, I didn't get a chance to win the money for this shit. He kind of put me in destitute state. But so I'm gonna go ahead, can he just quit being a luchador? But Armor King helped bring him back out of it and helped him get him back out of his funk. And so the main thing about King is King don't talk. Like at all. King speaks in growls, nigga. Like
what about those sound effects?
That's what I'm saying. He speaks in growls. And somehow everybody understands him. I don't fucking
like Groot. I am Groot.
Literally, he is I am Groot. He is the I am Groot of the whole fucking story. Like literally. And so like I said, you find out with this version of King, like I said, he's an alcoholic, but like I said, at the same time, he's still doing it, trying to do what he can because Wu-Tang is for the children. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of his motto, is Wu-Tang is for the children.
He really is.
So
he still got them real life little ass kids running around this city.
Not that.
Oh yeah. Not only that, I will say if you ever use King, and especially use King since at least Tekken 3, I mean 2 definitely, but I would say at least 3. King is probably one of the most dangerous sons of bitches in the whole fucking franchise.
Yes.
Because if in the right hands, you cannot get out of the King combo grab. It's very hard to get out of there.
You don't know how to throw tech that, you're done.
You don't you will get your whole life bar sapped away from it. You would get 0 to death very easily with King. So, and I've seen it happen too many times with people that know how to use King. Like you will get 0 to death very easily. But regardless, though, that's King. That's kind of a little synopsis of King. Let's say he's a luchador wrestler. He's a very devout. He's a devout Catholic man. He's also alcoholic, but he's also for the children, like on some Wu-Tang shit. So, but Tekken 3, a lot of stuff changes around.
Yeah, especially for King, bro. Like
especially for a lot of people, low key.
Yeah, Nina and Anna too, man. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna end with this. Nina and Anna like have a weird ass fucking relationship in Tekken 2. Nina out here taking like naked pictures of Anna in the fucking shower and shit and blackmailing her ass. And she like walking around with her fucking like shoes and shit in Tekken 1, and I'm like, it's weird. She's weird.
And they're assassins. And that's the crazy part. They are assassins.
And that's how you get that picture.
That's made.
Just kill me.
But yeah, that's all I got though.
All right, man. So that's it, Lord. That means that is the end of episode 23. I've said enough. I have nothing else further to say about that. About in this episode, man. This is great.
Oh no, I just looked at the stream real quick, dog. Wait a minute. Why is this King paused the way it is?
Because I did that on purpose.
Man breathing so hard.
Okay, I'm stop.
Man breathing so hard.
Oh man. Yeah, man. King is funny for the children. Man, look at these real life little motherfuckers just running around. They did this in Tekken 1 and they did it again in Tekken 2. It's so weird. Key! Look at these real life kids.
Those are real people. It was like a real person in the window telling the kids to go outside and look at the presents. This is so weird, man. Tekken in the early days was weird. Dude, this just reminds me. Every time I see this, I think Devin would have been watching this and been like, that's a real person. Like he did when I booted up Ground Zeroes. Saw Snake sitting on that helicopter and said, that's a real person. And that's how I feel looking at this. These real people. Why is there real people in there, man?
Like we ain't gonna animate kids, bro.
Man, digitize these kids.
Was Harada around for this? Was Harada around for this?
I don't think so. He came to a Tekken 3.
Right. You were like, man, what y'all doing putting these real kids in this game, bro?
Tekken 3 is where everything Tekken 3 is where everything gets dope. So.
Shit gets real in Tekken 3, bro. I can't wait till bruh. All we gonna say is 20 years later. It is literally starts off 20 years later. And that is
a time jump.
Right.
Oh, and just to let y'all know just to let you guys know, from Tekken about 4 to 7, it's literally it's only 2 years. That's
Is it that much?
I think maybe 2 years. It's very short.
But so much stuff happens.
Like 4 and 5,
so much stuff happens.
No, literally between Tekken 3 and 7, it's like maybe 5 years max. It's not that long.
Yeah, man.
It's not that
like
long.
I would say the biggest jump is between Tekken 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's like a couple. That's like a couple years, but I think total it's like no more than 5 years. Like between.
I was about to say, I remember 4 and 5 being like same thing.
There was like a couple months. Yeah, there were a couple months apart. Total.
Bro, this literally starts where Tekken 4 ended with hey.
Yeah, no, we ain't gonna go there. Don't spoil us yet.
That's it, man. Don't talk nothing Tekken 3.
I mean that is one of the greatest video game openings though I've ever seen in my life.
I say 4 and 5 got some of the greatest openings.
5 is
five is on another level.
5 is lit.
5 is ridiculous. But all right, man. That's Hood Lore. That is Casual Fighter episode 23. Next tournament will be next week. I gotta set everything up and actually start the registration. Everybody get into it. But other than that, yeah, man, we are rolling, rocking and rolling. So I appreciate you guys, you fellas. Once again, Zero Beat, Epidemic Phase, JR. And yeah, man, and my name is LLJB3, of course. And that is it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Okay, Fleet. That's the Fleet thing. But yep, we out of here, man. Let's go ahead and end that. And that is the episode.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.